everybody, and welcome to our top 10 quick comic picks. I'm Andy.
I'm Matt.
We're here with Infinity Flux Comics out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is our really quick show where we show you some of the biggest and best books that are releasing this week to your local comic book store, or if you shopped with us at infinityflux.net, they're on their way to you. But this way you get a little bit better idea of what to expect from your comic goodness this week. And we've got some really great four ones for you this week for.
Yeah, we're going to start with Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. This one is also a bit of a world-building issue. It focuses mostly on Harry and his rise to become the Green Goblin. What happened, how did he get to that place? And how did he learn about the world? And what is he going to do now that he knows about the world?
Yeah, cements his place even kind of deeper in the mythology of this new Ultimate Universe. First up for me, I've got Black Panther Blood Hunt number 1. This is really cool. So in this one, Black Panther has been turned into a vampire, but he's not going to go quietly about it. He is still going to try and protect Wakanda, but all the while slowly turning into this vampire. How is he going to manage to do this and fight against Blade's will over him to do some pretty terrible things? So I thought this was a really fun addition to the Blood Hunt series.
And in keeping with the Blood Hunt event, this is Midnight Suns Blood Hunt number 1. And this one sees Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze, and Victoria Montesi coming together to figure out how to take down Blade. And that's, I guess we'll see if that plays into the larger story a little bit down the road.
Yeah, everyone's trying their own way of taking him down. Okay, next up for me, I've got Edge of the Spider-Verse number 4, and this is a big one because this is our first in-comic appearance of Jess Drew, the Spider-Woman from Across the Spider-Verse, and we see a little bit more about what her universe is like. We also see another character in that universe and the kind of twist they've thrown on them. But who is she kind of telling this story to? You'll all find out in this issue of Edge of the Spider-Verse.
And next is a new series from Image. This is called Grommets. This is written by Rick Remender and Brian Posehn. And while it is a fictional story, it borrows from both of their experiences growing up being into skater culture. The main characters are even named Rick and Brian.
Yeah.
And it's not drama, horror, supernatural, nothing like that. It's just a really fun slice of life story about two kids growing up in California in the mid-'80s who are really into skater culture.
Very cool. Next up for me, a big one. This is X-Men The Wedding Special number 1. This is part of the Marvel Voices Pride, but it's kind of a more like cohesive. The whole book is pretty much about the wedding or the kind of vow renewal of Destiny and Mystique and all of the crazy hijinks that go up with that, including Wolverine having to find a gift for them, which, he's probably not the best at picking stuff out.
That's because he's too busy being Hellverine number 1. This one follows on the heels of the Weapons of Vengeance story from the Ghost Rider and Wolverine books from last year. And Hellverine is back, which is this weird amalgamation of Ghost Rider and Wolverine. And he's traveling the country, taking down all kinds of despicable people. But there's also Project Hellfire, who have created their own essentially super soldiers out of Hellfire energy. And eventually those soldiers and Hellverine are going to come face to face, I guess, and we'll
skull to skull.
That's right.
Next up, I've got Star Wars Darth Maul Black, White, and Red number 2. This one's really cool. This one, Maul is on a mission to take over a mining colony that is being controlled by a group called the Remainders. And what are they all about? Why may they be a problem for Darth Maul? And what is the ultimate reason for getting this mining colony? You'll have to find out in this, but very cool, very great art.
And last for me is this year's edition of DC Pride, just spotlighting some more LGBTQ characters in the DC Comics universe. This one features 9 different stories, a bunch of different characters, a bunch of different creative teams, and there's a really good story. The last one, written by Phil Jimenez, is really touching. Like that one got to me a little bit, so this was a good issue.
Last for me, I've got Creature from the Black Lagoon Lives number 2. I really like the first issue of this. We're following Kate, the journalist, as she is tracking down a serial killer into the Amazon rainforest, but what she encounters there might be a certain creature. But in this one, she may be running into more than just the creature. There may be some other shady business going on in the Amazon. You'll have to read it to find out, but a really fun issue in this new series. And that is it for our top 10 quick comment picks. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, head over to infinityflux.net right now. These books are available while supplies last, so you can go ahead and place your orders and either pick them up locally or we'll have them shipped to you. But either way, it's going to be a good time. I wasn't expecting that. And next up, we'll have our longer show. We'll be going over these books plus a lot more, their variants, all of that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. And until next time,
See ya.